that one just got away in a hurry. Can you maybe describe what it felt like to see that one turn so quickly, Darnell?
We've been pretty good at those all year, so you don't want to lose it that quick. But we learn from it, move on, and big points coming up.
There's a couple points in that game. You get a nice lead, and then you have a power play. You could kind of seal it, and you don't manage to do that, and then you have a couple breakdowns. Is it, what do you look back on? Do you look back at not being able to get that fourth goal, or do you look back on what happened in 24 seconds?
No, like I said, we've been pretty good in those situations all year, and it hasn't. When you're up one with 5 minutes left, you got to find a way to get points, and we didn't tonight. So just find a way to regroup and not let that happen again.
Was it about their push with all those momentum swings? Because it just seemed like it was, when the goals were coming, they were coming in pairs and happening fast for both teams.
Yeah, that's the swings of the game. It was good building in there, good atmosphere. But yeah, they made a couple good plays. They had good players make good plays in big moments, and we weren't able to shut them down. So that's guys make plays too.
So we're past the trade deadline. You come home now. The team's the team. You got 2 guys waiting for you in Edmonton. Does this, there's whatever's left, I think 19 games. Is this sort of a milestone to kind of get this team ready for, what's to come?
Yeah, we're pushing for a spot in the playoffs and go from there. So every game upcoming, we made two good additions to our team, and looking forward to having them in the lineup as well. But has 19 big ones for us.
Darnell, sorry for jumping in late here, but can you just talk about the mental battle tonight? You guys could have easily had a multi-goal lead in the first, and then obviously they had momentum swing. You guys swing back in the third, and then you guys ultimately give it up. Just a mental battle between the years tonight.
Yeah, it was hard fought. Like you said, there's a lot of swings in the game, but when there's 5 minutes left and you're up one, you can't put yourself in those type of situations where you always got to make saves in the situations that we did. So. Kosky played huge for us, and we got to be better for him in front of him, especially at the end of the game.
Thanks, Darnell.
goal scoring and so many momentum swings. It seemed like as soon as you felt like you were in a comfortable spot, they would bounce back, or vice versa.
Yeah, I think it's two good hockey teams that traded kind of punch for punch there. It's disappointing the way it ended for us. Obviously, we'd like to have that last 6 minutes or so back. But yeah, not our finest hour in that last 6 minutes, but we're gonna have to learn from it and move on.
When you say that, what does a coach's eyes see? Like, if there's a bunch of breakdowns and everything's happening, how do you slow it down in your head? What do you see that goes wrong there?
Well, I think there's some individual errors that led to those goals, and then there's some team things that I think structure-wise that we kind of got away from. I think if you looked at some of them, I would say some of them came from fatigue here, and that's no excuse. We can be better. Part of the reason why you have a structure in place is to protect you in times like that. Like I said, we're going to learn from that experience and move on.
Your power play doesn't have to be good all the time, but there's times that if it's good this time, it really helps.
Yeah.
You had the one power play there up 3-2.
Yeah.
And it was I don't know what my question would be. I guess a goal would have been nice there.
Yeah, it would have been nice. It didn't happen for us. We had a few chances, but it wasn't clicking at the rate it has been over the last 2 weeks or so. We felt over the last couple of weeks it's been pretty dangerous, but it didn't go in for us tonight. It's not like anyone wasn't trying, and we had time in zone and a couple chances, but it was just didn't go in for us tonight.
Jay, did you feel like it was an uphill battle at some points of this game? Because you guys could have easily had a multi-goal lead in the first, and then obviously things swing back. You guys rally back in the third. Was there any frustration from this club tonight?
No, I don't think there's frustration. I mean, we're disappointed we didn't walk out of here with points. But these are the types of games that we should expect as we head down the stretch here. Nobody's giving points away, especially the teams fighting for playoff spots. They're punching back when they're down. And for us, I think there's a few moments in today's game that ended up being big moments that we can handle better. We're going to have to learn from it. We're going to have to learn from it fast so that we set ourselves up here down the stretch.
Home for you. They're both in Edmonton.
Yeah, both in Edmonton.
Is this a bit of a, we're done with the trade deadline. You got 2 new players. You're going home. You're off of this little road trip. Is this a point to kind of turn things in the right direction?
Yeah, and I wouldn't I think we've played really good hockey here over the last month. When you put things in perspective, obviously we wanted the result tonight. We didn't get it, but we've done a lot of really good things over this last month or so. I think the needle's pointed in the right direction, and we have a few new people that we need to integrate into what we're trying to do. And we're keeping, as I've said right from day one, we're keeping our concentration and our focus on the day's business. So what does that mean for us right now? We're going to get on a plane. We're going to get back late at night in Edmonton. We're going to rest up, refuel, introduce a few new bodies, and take on a San Jose Sharks team. Good, thanks.
What kind of did you make just of the craziness of that game, just how it kind of kept going back and forth between the two teams?
Yeah, I thought it was a good game. Obviously, I think we could have been a little sharper on those plays at the end there. But, desperation level is high with a lot of teams right now. So just a couple mistakes that, can't happen. But all in all, I thought it was pretty solid effort again.
It happened fast. That 24 seconds seemed to go by in about 5 seconds. Is there, your experienced team, is there a way to slow that down, I guess? Would you prefer to have it,
Well, like I said, it's just two mistakes that, with good teams that we're playing against right now, that's in the back of your net. So we can be better in that area. We know that. So that's something that we can improve.
As an offensive guy, you did have a chance to kind of ice that game a bit, right? It's 3-2, I think. You get power play. As an offensive guy, I guess, what do you look back on? A chance to score more and win a game that way, or the fact that you guys didn't defend as well as you could. There's two ways to win that game, I suppose.
Both. Probably could have scored on that power play and be sharper on the plays against.
Good. Okay.
Relatively soon.
Robertson centering pass tipped away. 2-on-2. Kane and McDavid. Kane couldn't pull the trigger. Now centers. One-timer Yamamoto off the inside of the right post. And the Oilers miss a glorious opportunity. And again, he's pushed his way into an NHL deal. Past the Fogle rips it on net. Save Ottinger. And Fogle picked it up mightily, but they've picked it up in the last couple of months and pushed their way into contention. Draisaitl to Hyman. Centering pass, one-timer, and what a stop on Puljujarvi by Ottinger. And then the rebound wrestled from Hyman's grasp. The stick was tied up. Pavelski couldn't move it out. Kane with determined work behind to create space for McDavid. Bouchard winds and fires and scores! Through a screen and a tip by Kyler Yamamoto, who now has goals in 6 of his last 7.
Well, there's been a few good chances by Edmonton here with shots from the blue line, and you have to have that mentality as Ottinger looks up and wonders how this one got by him. Excellent work down low by Evander Kane. Physical play to launch that puck loose. McDavid back to the blue line, and then just a quick release by Evan Bouchard. Not in the stick for very long. Al McGinnis-like, he used to pick that puck up on the right side. It's not a one-timer. Stop it, set it, blast it through the traffic. It gets by Pavelski, the forward, and then the tip by Yamamoto in tight. 1-0 Edmonton.
Dishing back to Barry. McDavid ducks inside. Draisaitl a one-timer, and Ottinger able to seal that far post. Hyman could have been good ones kind of toward the end of that kill, blending into 5-on-5. Brad Malone wired one off the post. The rebound will gobble it up. Devin Malone, token pressure, cleared up the boards, and now the Stars all of a sudden numbers. Ben, shot, Robertson scores. And just like that, the Stars, on their first shot of the period, tie the game. Robertson staying hot. That's 9 goals in 10 games and 31 for the year.
Jamie Benn comes off the bench, and I'm wondering, was he inside the zone here? He jumps off the bench. You watch the right of the screen here. Chris Russell doesn't understand that he's there. Now he comes back and receives that puck outside the zone, puts it over to Robertson, the top goal scorer on the team. That's 31 for the youngster. He buries it. But unfortunately for Russell, he didn't know that Ben was right there. Picks up that puck, makes a real quick pass across to Robertson. He makes no mistake. Rick Bowness this morning, Jack, compared him to Luc Robitaille. Lucky Luke, the way he gets into a position, the way he shoots
He's
that
right
puck.
there this season. Draisaitl to Puljujarvi behind the net. Lost the handle. Kane shot and a save made by Ottinger. He's made 3 good saves in this period, Louis.
Really good saves, especially
The draw
inside.
taken at Draisaitl. Maintained by Hintz. Across to Klingberg. A shot. Blockered. Save. Rebound. Score. Pavelski. Dropped right at his feet, and Joe Pavelski has done what he's done throughout his career, finding loose pucks around the blue paint. 2-1 Dallas.
And that one stings right there. Joe Pavelski has made an absolute career scoring goals around the net. Excellent set of hands. This is a little wrister, not even a hard one by Klingberg. Win the face-off, wrap it around. And a good job, Robertson, back to the blue line, D-to-D. Now you're going to watch Joe Pavelski plant himself in front. I'm not sure if he gets a piece of it en route, but he had his stick in the area. And the blocker's saved by Kostin. It goes up in the air, doesn't know where it is, comes down and tap right there. Joe Pavelski always has an eye on where that puck is. It's one of his best.
2 in a minute 20. Centering pass. One-timer. What a save. Koskinen mark it down. Again. Lines up along the boards. And McDavid unable to hold the zone. Russell pocket picked. Ben breakaway. Rishon save. 5-hole. Mikko Koskinen able to cover it up. 2 denials of Jamie Benn on that. Robertson from the corner. Taken away by Puljujarvi. Snatched back. Robertson one touch. Gets it back. Save. Koskinen. Rebound shoveled safely. Dallas Stars 2. The Edmonton Oilers 1. But Mikko Koskinen 3. Tremendous stops to keep this just a one-goal game.
Does he ever make it look
Oilers.
easy out there?
Rocking chair minutes. Drive Barry. Juggled by Ottinger. Still loose in the blue paint. And Derek Ryan just couldn't lift it. And also the breakout. So we had 3 minutes to go in period 2. Gurionov has a step. He's in. He pokes it on net. And Koskinen, another superb stop. South Dallas has been winning the last 3 or 4 years. Pavelski rifles a pass shot. Save Koskinen on Rope. This is 1-goal games. Edmonton 11-8 in that circumstance this year. Breaking free. Gurionov a shot. And another save by Mikko Koskinen holding swing. Klingberg with 45 seconds on the man advantage. Student stumbled and then gave it away. CC in transition. McDavid shorthanded. He's in. And that was chipped just wide. Remember, Dallas no shorty until now. Kane buries it from McDavid. And the first shorthanded goal against Dallas all year long has tied the game. Evander Kane's 14th and his 6th in his last 6.
And how about for Jay Woodcroft throwing McDavid and Kane out there shorthanded? It's an excellent play by him. You know what? Listen, put McDavid out there, more ice to skate with. You've got the offensive players on the ice, and he takes advantage. Almost tucks it home right there in the drive. Good defensive play by Klingberg to stay with him, but Evander Kane, as he's done so often as an Edmonton Oiler, funnels into an area, stops in front of the net, slows himself down so he's an option, and buries that one on a nice pass from McDavid, and a tie game on a shorthanded goal.
Only team in the National Hockey League not to cough up a shorty. We told you that at the top, and now they have. Here's a shot by Henson, another stellar save made by Mikko Koskinen. Block shots, Derek Ryan. Klingberg again, another shot. That was towed aside, and here comes Draisaitl and Ryan again with numbers. Shore steps out of the box, receives the pass, trying to center, deflected home, and Edmonton regains the lead, 3-2. Shore steps out of the box, and he may very well see Draisaitl get it off his skate. It was right in front. Draisaitl right there with a star, and tough to tell. I think it went Draisaitl off a skate and off a Dallas stick.
Well, the right guy with the puck on a stick. It's a chance for Klingberg on the power play. Shore comes out, and it only takes Leon Draisaitl a millisecond to look up the ice and understand that Shore's up the ice in a good position. He beats his man to the net, and it definitely goes off the shin pad. Off the stick, I believe, of Suter, off the shin pad of Leon Draisaitl. He's going to get credit for this goal as he drives to the net. They're not all pretty, but they count.
Up to Tyler Seguin. Lead pass, collected, dropped off, wrist shot and a save. Koskinen off the rush. Seguin couldn't sneak it 5-hole. Booted free, Lindell. 5.5 remaining third period. Edmonton looking for its 5th comeback win of the year. Down the seam, Hintz scores!
Excellent punch through by Rope Hintz. What a job by him. He gets his speed built up in the neutral zone, takes this pass at full speed. Watch him here. He doesn't get it short, flares out, little drop pass onto the tape, and he catches Edmonton a little flat-footed, then the finish at the end. Just a great job, punches through, head up, goes to the forehand, tucks it back the other way. A big man that can fly and has finish, slides into the corner. And the celebration afterwards for Rope Hintz, continuing his breakthrough season, his 26th of the year.
Sent it down low off the draw. Seguin denied by Nurse, an opportunity for a potential 2-on-1. This game is tied again. Moving in. Backdoor one-timer score. Robertson from Seguin. And it's Dallas with the quick strike. 2 goals in 24 seconds, and a 3-2 Oiler lead is now a 4-3 Stars advantage.
Turnovers will kill you, and right now the Dallas Stars are pouncing on them. We talked about that. They clog things up. They look for those turnovers and attack. Gurionov's had some chances in this one. Right here, just a little chop up the wall, doesn't get through. And it gets poked through to Tyler Seguin. Now say, listen, he did sneak on the offensive side of that puck, but it works out for him. And then the beautiful pass across. Gurionov beats his man back to the net. He was already off to the races once that puck turned over. And just excellent set of hands is able to reach over McDavid's stick, stay strong on it, and tuck it home. That reaction from Ceci says it all.
Settle. Carried in by Hyman to the net. Poked off his stick. Recovered along the boards. 20 seconds. Seguin will turn and fire. This puck dead center. In 1941, the Oilers led by a score of 3-2 with 5.5 to play. They can't hold it, and they'll lose this game by a final of 5.